Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Taiji Online. So, here we are in June. If you are a member of the club, we are open outside in with certain limitations as per uh, Michigan orders. But it's a beautiful day out. Um, so, if you are so inclined, give a call over, see what the deal is. I think we are taking reservations for the pool and all that. But just call and see what they'll see what the availability is. Anyway, if you are not going outside, if you're still staying at home, we got you here too. So we will continue with these classes into the future. I think we're going to be doing much more online stuff as well. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, today we'll just kind of go through our exercises as we've learned them thus far. Feel free to ask questions in the comments, and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's get started here. Make sure I'm not going to get tangled. Okay. Okay, so let's get our beginning position going. And bend the knees just a little bit. Sit back, come back up. In that range, just relax and bounce. You're going straight up and down, not to the side, not to do this. Try to breathe naturally. If you can hear it in your voice, that's kind of what you want to feel. Right. Forward arm circles now. So, bring your hand up, right hand up to the hip, and go straight out in front of you to the shoulder height. At the same time, this comes to the left hip. Bring it in, switch your hands, making eccentric circles either side of the body. And reverse, so out from the shoulder into the hip. And come to a stop. Alright. Shift a little weight onto the left leg. Small step up to the right. The right hand comes up to the face. Sit back, turn as if you're throwing something away. Switch your hands. Turn, and make it one smooth motion. Good. Step over the left leg. Right leg all the way in. That's what that was. And sit back. Push the camera. Or I can go to the side. Sit back, hands in front of the chest. Swim out. Come up onto the toes. and reverse. Good stuff. All right. Turn out your right foot. Step out to the left diagonal. Hands at chest level. Here's where they stay. Shift forward, shift back, making counterclockwise circles. Good. Now step in, back out, and now go clockwise. Good. Step in, back out, and continue clockwise. And step in, back out, make the count. And step back up, beginning position. Right side of the body, fingertips touching, thumbs overlapped at the first joint. Shoulder down. Leading with the fingertips, stretch up and to the left. Flip the hands over, come down to the shoulder, the waist, hip, knee, the knee, hip, waist, shoulder, center, and other side, up, shoulder, waist, hip, knee, hip, waist, shoulder, center, and up. Okay. Again, each side, up, shoulder, waist, hip, knee, hip, waist, shoulder, center, and up. Up, shoulder, waist, hip, knee, hip, waist, shoulder, center, and up. All right, one more time each side. Up, waist, knee, waist, shoulder, center, and up. And last time. Up, shoulder, waist, hip, knee, hip, waist, and shoulder, center, and up. Okay. Reposition that there. Try to get a better level out of that. Okay. All right, so there is our Taoist longevity. I'll make a couple of quick comments about that. We'll get on to the Taiji. So the Qigong, that's what that is. It is it's kind of like we use it as a warm-up, but it is kind of like just the physical discipline that Taiji is based around. So it's about body mechanics, it's about breathing, and all of that. As of right now, if you're just starting out, try to breathe very naturally. Don't try to force anything. Don't try to do any special type of breath or whatever. Breathe in through the nose. You can exhale through the mouth or the nose. In this day and age, probably getting used to exhaling through the nose is a better idea. But you can do either. The first stage of breath control for all of this is to slow the breath down to where you can't hear it. So if I take a nice deep breath, you can't hear me inhale. I can exhale so you can hear it. Right? So when I inhale, and if I inhale so you can hear it, so you can hear the cycle. Now, interestingly enough, when I inhale like that, I'm not getting as much air. So although I am trying to increase that by inhaling fast, right, I actually don't get as much capacity. So if I inhale nice and slow, I can really fill everything up. Now the point of slowing the breath and matching it to your movements is to really fine-tune your endurance and all of that. It's a different type of cardio. It's not just increasing your cardio, but it's learning how to achieve cardio benefits specific to what you're going to be doing. In our case, in Taiji, the original intent was for fighting, for wrestling, and that kind of thing. So that type of breath control is very important. Anyway, the Qigong is just the physical part of it. There's really no martial applications to any of it. What we're doing is trying to get our basic body mechanics down, match our movement to our breath to a certain extent, right? And then we can bring all of that skill here to our next exercises, dealing with the actual Taiji. Okay? All right. So we will right. Maybe this is the... I apologize. I might have been... Nope. Very strange. Okay. That seems to go good. Okay. That seems... Okay. We are back online for that one. All right. So let's start off with our Chansujin, or our basic circles. So we're going to start with our right hand, or your left. It really doesn't matter. We're going to do them both on the same time. And we're just going to do 10 repetitions on each side. All right? So from here, we're going to start with our cloud hands with the right hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now the other side. Oops. Haha. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now, other way, brush knee. This is the inner circle. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now this side. Good. Okay. Now, both hands. First, cloud hands. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, brush knee. 6, 8. Okay. All right. Okay. So, those are our two circles that we're now going to use in the more dynamic way. So, we're going to start with brush the bird's tail. We'll start here. And we'll just do one, take a step, grab, check, lead back, press forward, separate down, lift, draw in, bow, flip, and push. And then we release. Okay, here. Grab, check, lead back, press forward, separate down, lift, draw in, bow, flip, push, release, in, and grab, check, lead back, press forward, separate down, lift, draw in, bow, flip, push, release. One more time. Grab, check, lead back, press forward, separate down, lift, draw in, bow, flip, push, release. Okay. Next up, brush knee. So, from here, coming up, we'll go straight up first. Brush, step, shift, chop, back, straight up, brush, step, shift, chop, and back, circling, up, brush, step, shift, chop, circling, brush, step, shift, chop. Okay. Monkey stepping back. Grab, in, poke, grab, poke forward, grab, poke forward, grab, poke forward. Okay, turn around, grab, okay. Flying diagonally and parting horse's mane. Turn, circle the hands, step out, parting horse's mane. Sit back, in, out, there, and in, out, flying diagonally, and in, out, flying diagonally. Okay. Last one, cloud hands, yin sho. Here, and down, step out, chop, chop, step up, scoop, step out, sit, chop, turn, chop, stand up, turn, chop, scoop down, step out, chop, turn, chop, stand up, scoop down, step out, sit, chop, turn, chop, stand up. Okay, so that is the exercises as we know them. Hopefully people are following along all right. If you want to, all of our previous lessons are still available on the channel. So you can go under live and just go back and reference any of those things. As we go forward, I may structure these as specific lessons for particular things, and try to integrate that into when we return back to live classes and seeing each other again. And that way we can keep everything going and use these and use the online stuff as a support and as a extra thing. I know a lot of people have wanted to have a lot of this stuff on video and have access to it, so we're going to be doing that. I don't see any questions out there. Um, so I'll just give some basic pointers here as we finish up. And then I'll run through the set real quick up to where we have, and then end for the day. So yeah, one thing to remember is when you are moving your arms, your upper body, and stuff like that, is that you're not just moving your arms. You're moving your whole body. Right? The quality that people see in Taiji is from unifying the motion of the whole body, so that the motion in each joint is all coordinated. We have many different designations for this in Chinese. Liu He, the 6 unities, or 6 harmonies. I've heard it referred to in San Ti, which is here. Your arms, your legs, your torso, everything being in coordination with each other. Right. And so that's what we're looking for. Like I've said, Taiji as a martial art is not like striking, boxing, that kind of thing. People call it boxing because that's Tran is the idiom for fighting, and just comes together. But it's not really boxing; it's wrestling, right? So when you're wrestling, you're dealing with somebody, and you have to leverage your weight and your body mechanics against somebody else's, and that's kind of what we're working toward. So when you see the pushing hands exercises and stuff like that, these should turn into wrestling at some point. It's just a way to think about it. Not that you're ever going to use it that way. You may never have to. I hope you don't. But it informs the movement so that you kind of figure out what's kind of going on there. And again, try to breathe natural, but try to keep breathing with your motion. So whether you're inhaling or exhaling at any one particular time, make sure that as you're moving, there's breath there. Okay? That's going to ensure that your core is working. And you don't want to make any motion that doesn't have your core behind it, because that's going to be your number one thing of getting your whole body behind some sort of movement, right? Is your core, whether it be core activation, rhythm, or what have you. It has to go through your core. The Chinese see this. If you look at the spot that it is kind of controlling, our anatomical center of gravity, in Chinese we call that the dantian, which means elixir field, and it's supposedly where all qi originates. And if you think about things in energy in the physical sense, they are correct. No magic, just the physics of what you're doing is coming from that point, right? When we're doing Taiji form, we're moving around that point. We're thinking of that point kind of suspended in air, and our body moving around it, right? So we're rotating on it, through it, around it, all of that kind of thing, right? And so that there's no motion with the hand, which is only the hand. It's this. Even when we do something like this, right, where it looks like one arm moves and the other one doesn't, if I use my body, right, I'm going to exaggerate this a little bit, right, you see, the angle of the shoulder changes. So while my hand
does not move in space. My body makes a movement in the shoulder in order to keep it there. So these are things that are a little counterintuitive, especially when you're starting out with any of this. And this is what makes it so difficult to learn from writing, from books and stuff like that. So, okay, what do we have? Don't have anything there. Okay, good, good, good. We'll press on. Make one quick of the social media. Okay. All right. Let's just get to the form. For that, I am going to remove there we go. So, haha. So, we'll do the first little section. Once facing, and then once facing away. So that, so this can show you what I'm doing, and then we'll go on to see first. Okay. So start off here in the beginning position. From this angle. I'll try to stay in frame. Okay, so there we have it. Excuse me. Back in the dusty basement. Okay, so I think that's about it. But what I'll leave you with today is an idea about learning the form and all of this. The reason these exercises, the first exercises that we do, exist is because we want to impart basics, right? And the most basic permutation of all of this stuff is something we call the 5 steps, right? And that just deals with the directions that you can move relative to your own position, right? So you can go forward, backward, side to side, obliquely, and then you can stay right in the middle. And so we try to get all of those steps, all that kind of stuff in. With these 5, you can boil down the entire 108 traditional Yang style set into these 5 moves. Right? They're all some variation of it. So if I'm doing this, right, in brush knee, here, that's also my punch, right? That. Right? Fair Ladies works the shuttles. Okay? This motion, this going forward, dropping of the hand, extending of this part of the hand right there. All of these little subtleties and more that you should accumulate over your time working with it. And that's really the point. Take this stuff and work with it. Don't just do it and then go here. Work with it. Have fun with it. Right? Try it every day. Right? And then come back here and ask questions. And then you can get things answered for you and keep increasing your own practice. So, okay. Well, that does it for what I had planned for today. It is a beautiful day out. I would encourage everybody to go outside, even if it's just into your backyard, and enjoy some sunlight. We're all been cooped up. Things are starting to loosen up, but we also understand that not all of us are in any hurry to get out there. It's still a precarious situation out there. So everybody be careful. Keep washing your hands. Keep practicing the social distancing. We're doing all that stuff at the club, so feel free to come here and feel very safe because we're taking all of the necessary precautions. All right. Well, I will leave you there for today. Thank you all for tuning in. For those of you who are watching, those of you watching after the fact, I hope you enjoyed it. And we will see you next time. So, have a good day.